Hiya Meddlers, and welcome to the third episode of me making a game in Blender. And today I'm going to be making some environment sort of atmospheric feeling to the game. Going to have like a skyline, so it feels like we're not playing in empty space at the moment. So if I'm like playing this game here, start the game. Yeah, at the moment it's just all greyed out, isn't it? So that's not very nice at all, really. So basically this is what we've got at the moment. We've just got a grey background, everything's grey. So today I'm going to colorise some of these blocks and have a background to play in. And if we get enough time, I'm going to have some like pickups which we can run through, and you add a point system to this game as well. So it has some like purpose of the level. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a sky dome. Now these are pretty common these days. If you want to create a fast kind of game without slowing down, you don't want to have loads and loads of objects being processed. So having a skyline is just one static object, and it just saves all the hassle really of rendering so much stuff and modelling so much stuff, because we just want to concentrate on this basic game at the moment but have some nice looking effects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a this one, UV sphere. We add that and it puts it down here really small. So basically what we've got to do is we've got to size it up. So hit the S on the keyboard and you just drag your mouse. And how big should we make this? It doesn't matter how big you start off with it. Let's make it semi big. Okay, that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to half this as a sky dome for now. What am I doing? Go edit mode, that's it. Go change the view to the front views. What we're going to do, we're going to have to like select some of these vertices so we can delete this. We're going to make it half. I'm going to cut half of this off. So what we're going to do, if I can remember how to do this, select the vertices, which is the dot there button, and do select, border select, and we just literally just select the ones we want to delete. Hang on, what's going on here? Okay, start again. Select, border select, right. Drag it across, it should. Okay. Yeah, you might want to do the next one up as well. Select, border select. I don't know the shortcut key, I can't bother to look at it either, I'm just using that. Okay, yeah, we'll delete that much of it, that looks kind of good. And as you see, it just doesn't select the whole lot. So I'm pretty new to learning this program, so I learned how the quick way of doing this sometime. People will be shouting at me going, oh, what are you doing it like that for? You should be doing it this way so much quicker, but it doesn't matter. I'm learning, same as everyone else probably. We all learn. So there we go, select that. So everything, that half should be deleted, that's covered. Am I missing anything? No. So what I do now is hit the delete key and just do vertices. Yeah, that's deleted too much now. Undo that. What I'll do is we'll deselect. How do you deselect? Yeah, we'll deselect these ones by I don't know how you do that. There's must be a quick way of doing this. Okay, let's quickly do it this way. 10 hours later, the level is completed. Oh, clicky click. Just click another 40 dots and we'll be there. Or should I say vertices, before someone has a go at me. And there we go, click, click, and delete, and we'll do vertices. And yeah, that's a pretty nice thing. Okay, so we'll go into object mode. Now I can never tell which way this is supposed to be facing, because what it is when you start the game. I'll show you what I mean. If I go start game, yep, see from the inside all the normals have been flipped, so basically you just can't see any of the graphics from the inside. We want it to flip them around so we can see the sky texture when we add the sky texture. So what we're going to do is we'll just before we do anything, we're going to smooth it off by clicking the smooth button, and that's really done a lot. Am I missing something there? I don't know. We'll just go in edit mode. And we'll do mesh. Get the UV map editor open, so it's down here somewhere. So there we go, image editor. Don't worry about that, it's another project, it's just opened up some random image file down there. Don't worry about that for now. Yeah, so we just go object mode again, let's just do, alright, okay. What am I doing? Okay, go back to edit mode. Go mesh, UV unwrap, and then go unwrap. It should have placed it in there. Why hasn't it placed it in there? Okay, why hasn't it done it? Should have bunged it down here. And it's not. Let's go try again. Select border select. Select everything again. Okay, is everything selected? Of course it isn't. No, that'd be too easy, wouldn't it? Let's do select, border select, and we'll select all that down there. Come on, you little git. Okay, that's selected everything. So now we'll just go whatever you want it to be. We'll go UV unwrap, unwrap. That's it. That's what we wanted. You see down here now, it is all sorted out. So basically, we don't want this background image here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go image, open image. I went on Google to find a stars image basically. So I wanted like a set in space sort of, it'd be kind of cool. So yeah, I've just literally did a Google search for Sky Dome textures, stars I typed in, and it's not set for Sky Dome actually. I think I just searched for stars, but that would do. That'll work quite nice. So if I go back to object mode, it should work. I can't remember which way this is facing. This is the trouble. Oh, it's coming on the outside, isn't it? If we add a light for now, we can see what we're doing. If we add a we need to put a light on this to see what we can see on the model itself, because I'm not experienced enough with this. Let's go lamp and point. Let's put the point in. So this point near this dome, and then we should be able to see what's going on with it. Not a lot at the moment. There we go. See, if we zoom into this dome now, you can see there's nothing being projected on there. So basically what I've got to do is add the material here. Okay, we'll add a image. We select that, we go into image or movie. We'll open up that same stars image again. That's it. See what it's done? It's put the stars image on the outside. Isn't that a bugger? So what you got to do, because basically the game's going to be inside here, so we're going to see the stars from inside the game area. So what we've got to do is we've got to flip they're called normal, so you're seeing that all those graphics would be on the inside of this. It's been a sphere, you want it to be, obviously everything be on the outside normally, but as we're using this as an internal thing, so what we do is just go edit, it's all selected, and I think you can just click, where is it? It should be flip normals or something. Let's put it down here. See normals, flip direction. Now I'm not saying this will work, but I'm hoping it will. You can zoom in. That's it, lovely. Go view camera, see what we can see from the camera view. We go game start. Okay, let's save this first, because you know what happens, you don't save it, it goes back to its other state. Do game start. Okay, so what's going on with this graphics here? For some reason it's zoning out. The dome is just being cut away. I don't like the idea of that. Why is it doing that? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to centre this dome into our scene. I'll show what I mean by that. If I go in view, I go in top view, I'll press Z so we can see the structures of everything. You see our level, it's in black, just you can see that there's an upside down L shape. Well, basically I want to put that in the centre of this new sky dome. So I'm going to drag the sky dome across and make it more central like that. See, so now we've got this, all these new structures down here is all central to this sky dome, well, near enough. So when we go back in the camera view, we go view, camera, and we'll just zoom in like that. We go game, start game, and now it's doing it from, I don't know why it's cutting off like that, I really don't know. Let's have a look at this again. Let's go and change a few things. Let's make the sky dome a bit bigger. So I don't know if it's to do with the cameras, the clipping. It's something to do with the clipping on the camera. I think that's what it's down to. It's just not rendering the graphics in time, or doing something, the distance of the graphics I should say. Okay, as you can see now in the background, that dome, sky dome of the stars, isn't being cut away anymore, which is good news. I worked out what it was. I was right. It was the clipping of the camera. The distance wasn't further enough away. So on this camera, I've got a camera selected right now actually. So I click this button, the camera button there. It says clipping starts at 0.100. I don't know what the best number to put in. I just put 300. It's just gone to 1,000. So yeah, that's stopping that from clipping or disappearing, breaking up, so I'm happy with that. So that is that part of it solved. Well, now I'm not too happy the way this is bit stretched. This is probably to do because it's not a proper sky dome texture. I can't bother to edit in GIMP or Photoshop. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the settings on. Let's hit the dome. The settings here. The size of the generator. Oh, it's generated. It's not. It should be UV. That's it, UV. That's what I did wrong. It was generated. Now I've changed it to UV coordinates because we've created the map already. I just didn't attach it properly. So there we go. So now we go view camera, and it should go game. We do start game, and that scene looks a lot nicer, doesn't it? For some reason the bottom's blurred off. I don't get why that is, which I'm not too happy about. But I might try and find a way around that in a minute. So yeah, I know you don't look at the background all the time, but you sort of always do draw to it, and it is annoying me that it's a bit stretched still. For some reason at the last minute it decides to get stretched. Why is that? Let's try and fiddle around with these settings. Let's put this up to a 5. Does that stretch it even more? Let's have a look. That's made it more sparse. Let's put it at number 3 in each one. Oops, 3 and 3. That's not wanting to change. I keep hitting the enter key instead. That's it. Let's go view camera. Hopefully the graphics will make it look more distant now. It might not. It might look rubbish, but let's have a go. Yeah, I kind of like that. Is that too far away now? That kind of makes you. I do like that. It makes you feel like it's right in the distance. It's not. It doesn't feel like a fake skyline anymore, or should I say, cosmic line. Actually feels like you're in somewhere lost in the galaxy. That's what I like. Yeah, we're having that. Save that. Okay, that's the first thing done. So what we need to do now, for some reason, I don't like having a whole sphere. I like having 2 halves and then joining them at some point, because I like to get in and out of this, and I have problems like navigating through. And I like to hide these objects now and again when I'm designing levels. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this. I'm just going to do the usual clone, half of this sky dome. So what I'm going to do is, so duplicate, and I'll drag it. I'll press the Z on the keyboard, so I want to keep it constrained to that axis. Now we're going to rotate it. Now this is when my maths is rubbish. Rotation. What axis am I rotating this on? I don't know. Why? I told you, watch out. And I've only done it at 90 degrees. Should be 180. There we go. That's good enough. And we're just going to close it up like an Easter, like you've opened an Easter egg too early at Easter, and you want to put it back together so no one notices. There we go. Now doing that, we probably won't have any light in here. Let's have a look. Got a few lights. Well, that's kind of nice. I like that. See, you've noticed one thing. Again, the normals haven't been flipped on the second one, which is annoying. Why does it flip them back when you were duplicating? Surely it'll copy the other objects perfectly. Or am I missing something here? I don't know. Who knows what's going on with this? Surely it's copying what's up there. Oh, I don't know. Let's go edit. And let's try and do. Where's the flip normals job? Flip direction. Right, let's go back to object mode, view. Oh yeah, save the bloody thing first. That's probably what it was. I probably flipped them back anyway. You've got to save it every time you add something to the scene, else it just disappears, and that's what probably happens. So now I've flipped the normals, they're probably the wrong way now. Let's have a go, let's give it a chance. Yeah, the normals are flipped, aren't they? Oh, fantastic. This is driving me insane. I do this as practice. I might do this as a practice before I start recording these. It might be easier. Right, okay, let's do edit. And we'll just do flip direction, and object mode, view camera. Unless this is something else that's going wrong now. Let's go file, save, game, start. Okay, now I need to zoom the camera in. You can't see a thing otherwise, right? Start game. There we have it. And we've got a split in the universe. We've got a black hole off it forming there. Look at that nice split. So now we've got the environment sorted out. I might brighten these blocks up so we can actually see what we're doing. Let's join these pieces up first, because that's annoying me. We need to join these two spheres up, or skyboxes up, or sky domes if you want to be really. Yeah. Anyway, let's go view front. So what we're going to do is look at these now to join these up perfectly. See, from this angle, it looks like there's no gap in here whatsoever. There isn't any gap, is there? Oh yes, there is. You see how apparent that is? Because we're dealing with massive objects now. But the scale's so big you don't really notice until you zoom right up close. And I'm getting like cramp in my hand here for some reason. Right, okay, so we're going to bring the bottom one up. So I've learned what the key is for that. It's grab. So you press the G. So you press G, then Z, it constrains it to the axis. Otherwise, it's going to move all over the place, and we're going to. Oh, I'm off the screen, so I can't move it up too high. So I press G again, Z, and we drag it up, and voila. Now we're going to zoom in into this bit and see if I've done it correctly. Just keep zooming and zooming and zooming. You can be really anal about this if you want. If it overlaps, sometimes you see a join in it in the game, which does annoy me as well. Right, I must save it. If you keep seeing me saving this, it's because every time there's a change, as you know, you have to save it. Otherwise, you run the game, it'll run it to the previous state. There you go, you can't see any joins, that's good, I like that. I like the fact it's kind of dark and sinister. It's like cold and desolated, or whatever the word is. Oh dear. Now, for some reason, this is lagging a bit, but I think it's because I've got fraps running as well. And I've got some massive objects in this game. And they're probably not low polygon objects either, so that's going to make things harder. Yay! And I jumped and I nearly completed it. Okay, so the game is taking shape nicely. You see a little join down there on the two sky. See the join to the left of this platform just below it, but that'll do. I'm happy with that. Okay, so what we're going to do next, I'm just going to have some basic primary colours. I'm just going to make this graphic simple in this one. So what we're going to do is go to this thingy bob. Make sure that's, the material editor, whatever you want to call it, in this, with just the material. Take the specular level off, because we don't want it shiny. But what we want it to do is to emit, I don't know what levels you can go up to, let's try 50. So that's going to emit a nice glow-ish. Can you add any colours to this? Yeah, let's have a turquoisey colour if we can get away with that. I like turquoisey. Okay, well, let me do that. Oh, it does. Come on, that'll do. So that's going to be our new player. That's going to be our player, turquoise. So, file, save. Now these are going to be like danger blocks. So we're going to have all these emitting as well, but they're going to be emitting red. So let's emit these. Or we could have them white, that looks quite nice, but then they don't seem like danger then, do they? So it might be a bad thing. Why isn't there material added to that one? Very strange. Sinister, isn't it? Let's look at the older logic editor and see what's on there. Okay, because I thought the logic would have been deleted from the others as well. I thought it would be different from the others, but it isn't. For some reason it's lost its material property. But it doesn't matter, because we just had a new one straight away. Add 50. And they'll all shine up nicely. Now you can see this game has taken instant shape. And then how long has it taken? Not very long. So that's what I like about this Blender. If you want to make a quick game to play around with, you want to have a bit of fun for 5 minutes, you can pretty easily. And yeah, that's quite nice, that. I like that. It's a nice, like, clean looking. Yeah, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. We could make a blockbuster game here. My goal is like thousands of people download this, and this will become popular and end up on Steam. Nah, it would be funny though. It's like one in the eye for all these developers that spend years making games. Right. Now, okay. What you can do now, because we know we've got an environment, you can take the environment out for now. We're not going to delete it. I'm just going to hide it. Before I do that, I'm just going to rename these, because I haven't named these anything yet. So we go back to the, what option is it? Yeah, we go back to the sphere, and we'll call it Sky Dome 1. Okay, I'll name the bottom one Sky Dome 2. You're getting the picture now. It's just if I don't label things, I'm just going to get confused. So there we go. So now we're going to hide. I click on the eye, it hides it. So I'm going to click hide that one and that one. So it's still in the scene, but I'll make them visible when the time comes. So now we've got the nice coloured cubes. We've got the barriers. See, I could make these barriers are red. I might make these a red because it's danger. Well, usually it's danger. If you don't think it's danger, then you've got a problem. Right, let's put these in red. Will it let me do red? Red. Yellow, a warning. Yeah, let's do that one then. So it's 800.236. Okay, I'll do it that way. 800.236. 800.236. Because it's easier than just dragging the mouse. I'll just type them in. 0.236. And that should. And why has that done it in that colour? When I'm checking the values here. Look, 0.800, 0.236. Let's copy this value. It'll be a lot easier. Right, hexadecimal value, whatever that is. I think that's what that means. Yeah, we're going to select that value and copy it and paste it, and hopefully that'll like that. Yeah, that's easier. I'm a genius. You use these programs so often that you get used to the way they're laid out. I mean, I'm pretty new to this. I've made one little game with it before. It's on my other YouTube channel, which isn't a gaming channel, it's just a personal channel, but you can take a look at that project anytime you wish. Right, okay, let's click on the, I don't know if to make this glow or not. This might be too much on the eyes. Let's have a look. That's just too much, isn't it? Let's not do that. Let's have that like that. I might have reflections, but they just might make the computer lag even more. Can you put reflections? Oh, I could do a transparency. That'd be kind of cool. Let's put a transparency in. What level should I put that in? 0.5. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Yeah, let's see what it looks like in the game. It might look rubbish when you're playing it, like. Let's go to a view camera. And we'll zoom in. It resets everything. It's annoying, right? Save it and let's go. Start game. And there you have it. That just looks wonderful. So if you've done anything in alignment here, it's going to look awful, this. Oops. I'm just no good at playing this. I think this is too difficult, actually. There we go. That's what you like. And yes, and we've done it. We're home. So there you go. There's the first level done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add some pickups. That'd be fun. So what we're going to do is just have points for the player. It's just incentive for now, because I might make levels where you have to revisit the level if you want to have more points. We could put something in this pit. I'm just going to put a red block in here just show it's dangerous, so you can't jump down there. Otherwise the player's going to try and jump down there all the time, thinking, oh, what do you get down there? So we're just going to add the cube. Where's that added that? Or why does it put it right over there for? Oh, it's because I think that's where I left the cursor. Anyway, let's move this in here. I'm not too worried about placement. When I'm not recording, I'll tidy up. I'll do some house cleaning. I'll tidy up the file a bit when I'm not recording. There's no point recording. Oh, go to top view. That's why you need to change your view. I'm just trying to do it from the eye, but you shouldn't do it like that. So put in that view there. Put in that view there. So that's the pit, isn't it? So you go back to the whatever view you want to go to, and that's kind of, you get the idea. So now we're going to size this up. I'm only going to do it roughly for now. Like I say, I'm going to do this properly. That'll do. And we'll add a material to that one. We'll just have a colour. We'll omit some colour from this. We'll just do 12 and make this red. We'll make some nice reddy colour, shall we? And we'll make that a salmony. Oh, it doesn't like to change that, does it? And let you do certain colours. Primary colours, I suspect. Come on, it's changing to something. Not yellow, done yellow. That was last year's fashion, not, I don't know. Come on. Change. That'll do. That's a nice colour. You can distinguish that. There we go. Oh, isn't that nice? So you could think about the gameplay mechanics more here. I could do pickups on here, and the pickups could save you. If you haven't got a pickup and you hit the barrier, then you die. That could be an idea. But for now, this is the first level. We're just introducing everything in one go, where the player hasn't really got to do much. So we'll add more mechanics as we go on further levels. So we'll try this again. We go. What we're going to do is we're going to add a quick logic brick to that. What do you call it? Pit here. I've added that like pinky pit. That's going to be a hazard. Or it's going to be a death. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add. We've got the logic editor open. We're just going to add a collision. And we're going to do it to the player again, just to restart scene. Later on, we'll go over a menu saying you've died, or just quickly in it. But I don't know, so it might get annoying if you keep dying. So that's why I'm sort of letting it loop round at the moment. So a collision with player. Zoom in a bit so we can see what we're doing. Do a game. So we say when we're colliding with player, we've got to say it's the material of the player because for some reason it doesn't work the other way. So I just put player M. That's the material player M. And we'll just do restart game. So we do that and view camera. Now let's see if we can actually get going with this. Game start, and we go boink and bloink and come on, bloink and bloink, and we're falling in the pit and it's restarted because we've fallen in there. What you can do is you can make it look like you're falling into that goop. I'm not going to have any splash effects because I don't want to do loads of coding. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have that. Is that highlighted? Yes, it is highlighted. I think you can put this as a ghost. So you just fall through that. So it look more natural when you just landing on top of it looks stupid. So just hopefully that'll work. So we do camera. Let's start from this. Let's go game, start game. Right, let's have a look what happens now. So I go blink and blink. Land. Yep. And you die. That looks better. You just sink into the unknown. That's what I prefer. Yeah, and we do that, and we're in there. Yes, that looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we've got quite a lot achieved. So really, it's just aesthetics we've sorted out today. Kind of looks like, I don't know, some sort of medical centre. I don't know. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to add some pickups. Again, I'm not worried about how it looks. I'm just going to whack something in here. Let's just see. Let's use a icosphere. Let's use one of those. No, I'll just place that in the world. I'll just put it over here again. Let's just bung it anywhere, shall we? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it above the barrier. So what I'm going to do is go view, top view, so I can place it. That's it. It's way over there for some reason. So place it above the first barrier, so the player knows this would be a good thing when you collect it. That always I think, oh, we don't want to hit that because that'll kill us or something. But they'll work it out when they go along. Well, we can make this spin for a laugh. You could go do an always. Do that first. We do it always and let's do a motion. And you can have it spin on this axis really. You could do it on all of them. Let's just do, I don't know, 0.30. It's just going to go flying off. I can't remember. It's going to go flying off, isn't it? No, wrong one. Got to do it on rotation. Otherwise, that's just going to go flying out of the scene. You've really got to think about what you're doing with this, right? Which I can't do. And right, join all these up somehow. Can you do it like that? Yes, you can do it like that. And why is that on there like that? Oh yeah, annoying thing. Okay, so that's that. Why is that gone? Okay, let's try that. So do game start and see if it happens. Yeah, it's rotating very slowly. Let's rotate it for 10. Let's do 20. Let's file save. So that new pickup should run. Yeah, it's spinning. That's it. That'll do. Let's do it a bit slower. Okay, and we'll make it a nice shiny thing. No, we'll leave it like that for now. I'll change that later if need be. Shall I smooth it off? Nah, I won't smooth it off. It looks better. It's the old like, arcade style, that is. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it this. So when the player hits that pick up, it will collect a point. Okay. So the first thing we do. So what we do is when the player collides with that pickup. So what we've got to do is a collision, an AND controller. So link them up like always. So when it collides, we're going to send a message to the player. I'll tell you why in a minute. So what we're going to do is put a message. They're going to send a message to the player, and we're going to just call that pickup. Okay. So we link them up. So what's going to happen is, when it's going to hit the material of the player. So we make contact with that material of the player, that pickup. It's going to send a message back to the player. Now I'll tell you the reason why. So when you go to the player needs to know when we're going to tell it when it's going to get the points. So we're going to say when you hit the pickup, this is going to receive points. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a property, and we're going to call that points or score. Yeah, call it score. So what we're going to do is we're going to put message in. So basically we're going to say when we receive that message from the pickup. So that would be called. It was called pickup, wasn't it? When we receive that message pickup, which was sent out from the other object that you hit, then we're going to add a point. So what we do is we just go add a property here, and we'll add to the score, which is there's going to be a total tally of the game score. Add it up, and that should be it. Click File and Save. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in debug mode here. It will show information about that property, if it works or not. You might have saw that when I started this video up today. There's some dodgy figures. You're probably thinking, what are they on the screen? Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm just as debug so you can see everything what's going on within the game. You see, sometimes you can't always work out what's happening without them. So let's have a go. Okay. First thing I've got to do is I've got to change that score to an integer before I do anything, because it won't work properly. Right, start game. That's it. So the score has been added now. You see the score at the top left of the screen. I'm hitting that. Not then. We're hitting it now. I see hit score equals 1, and that's what you want. Score equals 1. But the reason it shouldn't act like that though. It should just pass straight through that and carry on. But it's about acting as a barrier at the moment. So I think you put Actarian Ghost on that, on the pickup. And what you've got to tell the pickup to do is when there's a collision with a player, it's got to disappear. So what you do is you see this collision, it's already acting, it's sending the message. We haven't got to act another collision, you just add it to that collision. So what we do, we're just going to have the visibility, there's a tick on it, take the tick off, so that means it's going to be invisible. So when the player hits that pickup, it's going to send a message back to say give the score of 1, well it will do, and make it invisible, so you can continue. So what we'll do is File, Save, and we'll do View, Camera, and we'll have a go. So we go Game and Start, and that's it, disappears. Yes, look at that, skills. It's acting like a real computer game now, so that's pretty good. Yes, goal. Nice one. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to clone these across, because I'm just going to have one above every obstacle at the moment, just to make the player feel like they're winning. Because later on, we're going to hook them in now, so they get addicted, then we're going to make it really impossible, this game. But they won't want to quit, because they've loved the enjoyment from it. So, that's what most games get you, isn't it? So, they get me like that. They hook you for like a few hours, and then they suddenly make it intensely difficult. You want to throw it away, but then you think, oh no, I'll keep playing. And you waste your goddamn laugh on it. And then they say, oh, buy an expansion pack. Oh, I'll buy one then, go on, why not? And it just stuck in my cupboard because I can't complete it. No, it's hardly ever happened that, but it does happen. So now I've put all the pickups in, so hopefully all these pickups will work now. So the only way of doing that is saving, go into camera mode, and guess what? Playing it. So like, eventually I'm going to get people play testing this for me and see if score for the Look at the top loops. Look at the top left again when I do it, and you see the score counting up. Look at the top left when I'm doing this. Okay, this is it for today, meddlers. Thank you for watching, and yeah, next time I might add another level or some more game mechanics into this level. I'm definitely going to stop putting some music into this, so yeah, I might do a separate video of me playing the guitar, so have fun with that one, won't you? So I'll see you later, and goodbye.
Note.2.Self.